Today's video is a life skill to help you free yourself and be able to travel on the cheap even better. Cooking is an important life skill and is vital to frugal travel. How else could I travel 5 to 7 months a year in Latin America other than I can cook for myself? And well, I know where to get some good deals too, but even eating in the mercado for $2.50 is expensive compared to the cost of this meal. My breakfast ritual. First, I do the prepping. I slice up potatoes, onions, peppers, carrots, and zucchini. And this pepper is more or less equivalent to bell pepper. It is not spicy. Additionally, I will add some ají. And you might notice this has been in the freezer to help it stay a little longer. There's also closest to me is the ginger. There's 2 small cloves of garlic or ajo. Herbs from left to right is cayenne, oregano, rosemary, cumin, and turmeric. Got some locally sourced bread. It's really good. It's got walnut and cranberries in it. I got some bananas, zucchini, carrots, onions. They're both rather sweet, and the pepper I'm using today. First off, I make a small layer or coating of oil in the frying pan. I'm going to start the potatoes first because they're better if they're crisp, and they basically take the longest out of all the veggies on the list. I also have some regular oil without the ochota, which gives it the red coloring. Not much flavor, but I rather like it. Roll the oil around so it coats the entire pan. And then I will lay out the potatoes and start the process of cooking. All right, so I've arranged the potatoes in a single thin layer. I'm adding a little bit of cayenne because, hey, I like spicy food. And I'm going to let these fry at kind of medium-low heat. And when they're getting pretty close, I will then add the onions, followed by peppers, then the carrots, and ultimately the zucchini. And following that, I will throw in some of the fresh herbs as well. Another important part of breakfast is good coffee. I prefer the pour-over method, and I have a hot water bath with some milk in it, so it's not to shock the bloom of the coffee. I am using unrefined cane sugar. It has a taste somewhat similar to molasses. And I'm using really good local coffee from here in Ecuador. This stuff's really good. It ranks right up there with Colombian coffee. Potatoes are looking pretty good. It's about time toss the other veggies. Now I'm going to carefully add the onions, followed by the peppers, and then the carrots. You see, I've tossed in some onions. What it's going to be really good. I like colorful food, as you can tell. Now the peppers have joined the onions. These are not spicy peppers. And finally, I've tossed in a light layer of the carrots. Ooh, and I think carrots really should be a breakfast food for everybody. They cook a lot faster than you might think. So use some care. They get a little overly crispy. They're still good. After those veggies have sauteed, I will throw in the zucchini, the ají, the hot peppers. They're not as hot as cayenne, but they're spicy. Some ginger, it's still frozen, and some sliced up ajo, or garlic rather, and it was also frozen to help it keep. You can throw these in frozen. It is no problem. It will not deter or take away from the taste. After I do those steps, I will toss in the turmeric, the cumin, rosemary, oregano, and garlic. And after I'm done with cooking all the veggies, I will cook my eggs. Okay, at this point, it's probably time to stir it up. Make sure that the potatoes don't get burned. Smells so good. Stirring it up really released a lot of very pleasant smells and aromas. I'm going to toss in the rest. And of course, if you're using turmeric, you must use the black pepper. Not only does it taste great, it also helps utilize all the important vitamins that are present. I have already put in 2 large pinches of turmeric and put in the oregano, the rosemary, the cumin, and some more cayenne. It really is tasty. Remember, cooking's a life skill. The better you are at, the freer you can become. I hope that showed you the cheap and easy way to do some cooking. It's a real life skill. It'll help you save a lot of money and eat a lot more healthy and much more tasty, I might add. So that's a wrap, and it's a rather wet and rainy day here in Baños de Agua Santa, Ecuador.